Hello, welcome back to Annihilation OW. This week with our quarterfinals, we have Fantasy Star taking on EMP N.M.F. Today with me, I have Playback and myself, Space, with Redacted eating a sandwich.
Hello there. Welcome to this wonderful game. We're excited to be casting this for you. I'm sure it'll be thrilling. I'm Playback, and I'm sure you guys are in for an exciting game ahead.
Yeah, I agree. As of recent,
Chat, I don't know if they can hear us because I have stream pulled up. I can't hear anything.
60-minute delay, or sorry, 60-second delay.
60 second delay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll watch it. Hold on.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, we're good. I made a technical error. That is my fault.
All good.
That's
We're
fine. Finish your sandwich.
I will.
Yeah,
I
you
will
better
enjoy the
eat.
sandwich.
All right. You're still host redacted, so I think they're waiting for one more, right? Yeah, waiting for Nas. Okay, Nas is in now. All right. So procedure. Fantasy Star gets first map. Did they already pick map?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. It's map first, and then. Okay, Lijiang first. Sounds good.
Kiwi is playing for the other team.
What was that?
Oh no, nothing. No. Oh no, never mind. I probably should have messaged that, but no. Redacted was asking who Kiwi was.
Oh, gotcha. Kron's getting here to spectate.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of coaches and.
Make sure we lock Kron on red, please, when they get in here.
No, Kron would be blue, right? Because Kron is a manager for Fantasy Star.
Blue. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
These are single elimination. Like if you lose, you're out.
No, double elimination bracket for this time around. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the upper bracket, right? Whoever loses, this is going down to lower.
Correct. Yes, this is the quarterfinals for the upper bracket.
Okay, perfect.
NA production.
That's
I
fine.
might just like put a stream of on my TV so I can read chat.
If you want to do that, go for it. I've just chat on my
Yeah.
phone for the time being.
Instead of on my phone because I gotta put the ticket up on my phone. This is what console production here.
Glad I'm not worrying about the stuff. I'm just here to talk and talk.
Zarban
Same
from
here.
N.M.F.
Sounds good. Your host redacted. Just reminding you.
Yep, I know.
Alright.
I got it.
Sounds good. So N.M.F hitting a Zarya ban for the first map. Alright, so right now we're waiting for ban to come from Fantasy Star. I think you should go nighttime. Lee Jong. They have 5 people. 5 extra people.
Well, Fantasy Star have 2 coaches and 3 managers.
Yeah.
Perfectly explains their unbeaten record so far.
Yeah. They recently signed Kron to, I believe, right before the cutoff on Friday, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, wonderful. It is wonderful to have multiple a team of coaches and managers so that the players can focus on playing.
Exactly. It
Well,
also gives her more opportunity. Like maybe we'll have like specific tank coach, specific DPS coach, you know.
exactly that,
Yep.
because for example, in the case of a tank player, no one's going to understand them better than tank coach because they understand best micros, the macros of playing tank. Same goes for the other. It is no surprise that this team is doing really well so far. Are arguably the favorites.
I do believe that N.M.F is the only team that have taken a map off of Fantasy Star so far this season.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
there
will
it
be
is.
interesting.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Playback, that Fantasy Star is definitely the favorites for this game.
Although with N.M.F having taken a map previously, well, it's going to be all the more exciting.
Fantasy Star is gonna opt for a Genji ban.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Ban and the Genji ban, not quite giving enough information yet as to what both teams might run, but we're about to find out really soon. It will be interesting to see.
All right, so for the side of EMP and N.M.F, we have Fulcrum, Mommy, Luxth, I believe, Cone,
Luxeth.
Luxith, thank you, and
Luxeth.
Kiwi. And for the side of Fantasy Star, we have Lilyboy, Ordinary and Dig Rider, and Solaire and Nozomi. I believe this has been Fantasy Star's go-to lineup if I'm not wrong. I think they only have 6 signed players, I think.
Solaire said, "Can you open the loot box in chat?"
Yeah, I can open it. I'll open
Just
all
pop
of
all
them.
3 of them open
Yeah.
at once right now.
I got Maga's rugby skin. It's the best thing I got.
Oh. Signs perhaps that we might see Maga from one or both teams.
Yeah, we'll see, especially with the Zarya ban. Or maybe we'll see a little bit of a some dominant action. We'll see that.
Good. I mean, Maga isn't terrible into it.
Yeah. Especially on night market, Maga's been fairly dominant on these more enclosed points.
Although, given the Zarya ban, wouldn't be surprised to see a Diva either. Diva good in most situations or most maps, very versatile.
That's a decent Malga skin, I'll give you that.
Oh, is the delay finally hitting?
Yeah.
At least it's decent. Alright, I believe we have both teams ready. Time to rock and roll.
Oh boy. Well, it really is time, as we are gonna be heading into map 1, which is Lijiang Tower. A Zarya ban coming in from the side of N.M.F, and a Genji ban coming in from the side of Fantasy Star. In about 20 seconds, we're gonna know what the team comps are, what both teams will be running. This is a quarterfinals match. Winner gets to advance, loser is knocked down into the loser's bracket.
I think I got my money on Fantasy Star, but both teams are very, very good. N.M.F did sign a bunch of new players right before the playoffs. So it's going to be interesting how the new people kind of come into play here.
That's right, and it is a question of can N.M.F now find that bit of edge over Fantasy Star with the new signings, or will Fantasy Star continue their unbeaten run and progress to that semifinal spot?
So we are seeing a Maga out of Fantasy Star here.
We are indeed. A Ramatra on the side of N.M.F. Both teams wasting no time here as they brawl it out. Maga ready, stomping in. Kiwi's caught out, Solaire gets picked. The Mauga is being pushed back. Fulcrum cannot
Watcher
live
dead
through. Taken out by Ordinary.
Just gonna break that too.
And well, as everyone on the side of
I'm gonna give N.M.F the benefit of the doubt and hope somebody's mic was muted there because somebody clearly got left behind and split off. And then
Yeah, it was a very
lot of
slow
confusion
rotation
there.
out of Kiwi.
It was, but now this is quick rotation. It's good.
Yeah,
They're
well,
on
they
point.
flipped the
They will
point.
flip the point. Metra looking to build charge and
Like
do
great
damage here,
song.
but will fall. Will fall to the disruptor shot. Solaire is traded out. Doesn't look like a good enough trade. And well, as it appears, the flip is back to Fantasy Star.
It's kind of the same situation in that last fight. Kiwi got getting caught out again, just getting sat on by that Mauga. I think they probably should opt to go for a faster comp.
Taking point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have gone for the rotation again. Rotation is good. Big
Yeah,
Rider gets caught out. But Kiwi gets traded right back by Lilyboy. And the Ram punching, looking for something,
This is the
anything.
favorite
But
Fantasy
Lilyboy continues to dominate the point. And it appears that Fantasy Star will retain control of this point.
This poor Baptiste, man, just every single fight, I haven't seen them once
pick.
not get caught out and just sat on and deleted.
I like the Symmetra TP. I thought the rotations were fine, but they just cannot live once they're on point. They cannot live against the Mauga charging in. And the SOH dishing out tons of damage. As we're heading into this, well, the Reaper also providing a lot of value here. Fulcrum needs to walk, however, cannot walk through, taking tons of damage on the Orisa. Although point is being forced by looks at it at the moment. Not much luck yet. The Ordinary does fall really low, however. It's Nozomi in a bit of trouble as well. Gets out, but Fulcrum falls out in the open, and unfortunately, everyone's shooting him. Dig Rider and Solaire fix. Ladyboy will find the Baptiste, and it appears that round one is going to the side of Fantasy Star.
Excellent team play by Fantasy Star. They used 0 ults that entire round. 0 ultimates from either side. Just amazing team play by Fantasy Star. Everyone just kind of on the same page and moving at the same pace. I think if I want to see some changes from the side of N.M.F, try and maybe go for something to out-rotate this team. They're definitely running in. If you can kind of sit there and chill for a little bit, get your angles, get set up, then I think that it would be a lot better for N.M.F here.
Indeed, and Baptiste especially getting caught out very often, not able to keep up with the pace of the team. And there it is. Well, the Kiriko swap with the Diva in as well says a slightly faster comp. And it'll be a little bit easier to play as well. As long as they can get their rotations right, there's a chance. As the Mauga heads in, taking damage, but not in any real yet. Both tanks taking the heat right now. Lilyboy does go in, however. Fantasy Star want to play first. Their space on the space on the map seems to be just a lot better controlled. And Lilyboy will find Fulcrum. That's first pick. And it appears that Fantasy Star will flip the map first.
Better angles, better space control. That's definitely the name of the game for Fantasy Star right now.
It is, and they're so composed and playing every angle really well. There's attempts to poke Ordinary out. Falls really low, but will not get picked off. Drives just by the skin of his teeth. And as the fight evolves, well, Fulcrum's gone in, looking for a pick, something, anything. Looks it though, falls low and falls to Nozo. And then Ordinary, however, it's good pressure from Mommy, but Mommy's not able to secure the kill, and Mommy gets stomped by Lilyboy. Unfortunately, it looks like the fight is over yet again, and N.M.F will have to reset.
Ults on the board. You're gonna have some ults on the board here. You're coming up on that Kyrie ult. You're coming up on that Sojal. Hopefully N.M.F can kind of find their footing here with that Soul Jolt, find a couple of picks, force Fantasy Star to use some of their ults in answer.
A good OC will be key here. Maybe Fantasy Star, but Nozomi's rush will want to play fast and play first. They're still just keeping hold of this point. Ordinary is keeping the Tracer in check really well here. Well, there's the rush. There's the rush from Nozomi. Ordinary poking away at the D.Va to the best of his ability. Mommy looking for value with the OC. Well, not find any because 3 people from the side of N.M.F. And, well, that was just another great fight from Fantasy Star, despite the ultimates against them.
And there's the cage, and I think that's gonna prevent the touch. Oh, never mind.
They do manage to get the rush on from Kiwi here. The Trace is also trying to find value. It's a good pulse bomb from Luxed. Finds Dig Rider. And a brawl on point. But Lilyborn Trace too. What a storm. Although the fight is still going on. Full life, but the Death Blossom from will fight too. And the Soul Jolt just icing on the cake. And map 1 goes straight to Fantasy Star without much of a contest.
Yeah, definitely a very, very good, very dominant showing from Fantasy Star there, just proving again why they are the #1 seed in this bracket, and why they are the team that has only dropped a single map all season.
That was just unbelievably clean from Fantasy Star. The DPS is doing a great job, especially on the angles. We saw looks at trying to get something going from every flank and every angle, but Ordinary kept him in check really, really well. And like all in all, not too many mishaps from the side of Fantasy Star. That was a very well-deserved map. Await the next map and bans from N.M.F. Have a lot of thinking to do here. They will want to take Fantasy Star somewhere where they're strong and they can play what they like to play. They will really want to pull a map back.
I believe to start with, these are best of 5, yeah?
I believe.
Yeah, it's first to 3.
That sounds right, yeah, first of 3.
I think if I'm EMP, I'm maybe looking to dismantle this Maga comp.
Try
Depending
and
on what
counter
map
it
we
out
go.
a little bit, maybe try. Ban out of Lucio, ban out of Juno. Disable that speed.
Yeah, somehow,
Because I
some
think
way,
they're
because
they're just kind of getting run over. Even if they kind of just sit and chill a little bit, it's just not enough time. Fantasy Star isn't giving them enough time to stabilize before they can go back in.
not by any means. The Kiri Juno from Solar and Nozomi just proving to be too much for N.M.F to handle, and they've played their respective support roles unbelievably well. If they keep this up, then N.M.F are going to have a difficult time. They will probably want to ban either, like you said, the speed or maybe even the Kiriko. Something against this Mauga comp. They want to have a shot at taking some maps off of them.
As N.M.F is going to send us over to Blizzard World for our next map.
An interesting choice. Not a bad pick. It's somewhat flat, but you can an argument for points A and B still being quite high ground friendly. Maybe and quite long in general. Flat but very wide and maybe not the best for Marga. Oh, got a Volskaya in the lobby. Well, there it is, Blizzard World. Flat but wide map. rotations are going to be really long, trying to not let the Maga comp get as much value there.
Who are your guys' front running for MVP and honorable mention so far?
Hard to say, I'm not gonna lie, because first map was really convincing from Fantasy Star, but it felt like everyone on the team got a lot of value. I mean, you saw someone like Lilyboy trade out a lot of picks, even though N.M.F would at times get the first pick, but it wouldn't have been as nearly as possible without the support of their supports, who have been absolutely brilliant so far. And then you have a case for the DPSs who have kept the opposing DPSs in check very, very well. Sometimes with a lot of help, sometimes with very little. So it's actually quite hard to say for now. It's just one of those games where they just have a complete team performance so far.
And yeah, this team is definitely going to be hard to beat because they've all been playing with each other for like 2 to 3 years by this point.
That is an unbelievable amount of time to play together in this scene. In a scene where players try out different teams every season, pretty much. Not everyone sticks to the same team or with the same group of players.
They're going to ban... N.M.F is going to ban Reaper to start with.
Not a surprising ban. Ordinary excellent at keeping those flanks in check. He wasn't doing anything flashy per se, but the way he kept that Tracer in check was of immense value, and it allowed Fantasy Star to not worry about their backs nearly as much. It is not a surprising ban by any means.
So they're going to ban Domina.
Domina's an interesting ban, but I believe that's more so because they don't. It's more about what they don't want to play against here, rather than, oh, what affected us in map 1. They're trying to think ahead here. They just want the Domina out of the way to play their comp to their strengths. Here's that Fantasy Star will keep the same lineup for now.
Keeping the exact same roles as well.
Yeah, if it's working, why fix it?
Exactly.
That's the ideology that Fantasy Star are happy to run with, and for good reason. It appears that N.M.F will also be unchanged for this map.
So we're going to go ahead and hop in it.
We are, and as we head into Blizzard World, well, first map is out of the way, and it's great to have great for Fantasy Star that they have taken the lead off of it. However, first map is always nerve-wracking, and you would suppose that N.M.F will be almost equally happy to get the first map out of the way and just focus on this one. Focus on pulling it right back now that they're familiar with how Fantasy Star are playing. Maybe play something to their strengths that can help pull things back a little bit for them. They will be attacking first. It's a good chance to try and get a full cap or somewhere close to it. A respectable distance for Fantasy Star to complete. So some fun-looking comms here. We've got a Sigma comm from the side of N.M.F and a Diva comp, a Diva Vendetta. The port line is a little bit more unique as well. Very pokey from the side of Fantasy Star. This will be extremely interesting to watch in action. Here we go, 4 minutes on the clock for N.M.F. Poke comms from both sides. Farah, a very interesting choice, but it could work. It could work. It's good long-range spam. As Fulcrum looks to take
a
space.
decently powerful hero right now too.
That is true. That is very true. And the Sigma is taking space here. Fulcrum taking a lot of space on this left side. Respectively far ahead. And there's trades here. Mommy will find Nozomi, but it is traded out for it. Lilyboy finds onto Luxit. And it is a 3v4. But Fulcrum is still holding for here. There's still a chance for N.M.F to regroup and take this. A lot of damage being done by Fulcrum. No picks just yet. Lilyboy looking for that backline. Will get it. Will get stunned. Is falling low. Both tanks are falling low. Fulcrum, however, lots of shields to keep himself alive here. More shielding, holding base like a rock. And Luxit will fight. Ordinary going to Vendetta. And N.M.F are looking strong here. Dig Rider falling really low. Taken out by Fulcrum. Fulcrum's looking so good here. The space he's been taking is unbelievable. And N.M.F, it looks like they're gonna be starting to cap. There doesn't appear to be a touch here from Fantasy Star, and plenty of time on the clock for N.M.F to have a go at the payload.
Very good space taken by Fulcrum. N.M.F clearly playing to their strengths. Taking space when they need to, doing a very good job of what they need to do. And not letting anybody get caught out early like they want to. So layer
really
swapping over to the
all-
cat is going to be very
Although
interesting.
Big Rider will take out Luxit. It's a good first. It is a good first pick for the side of Fantasy Star. But N.M.F not giving up on this yet. They're still holding the space, still looking for a trade. Still fighting this. The Vendetta's falling low. Ordinary will get back in time. However, Lilyboy in a bit of a stranded area here, falling really low. The flux comes out from Fulcrum. The cat might fall here. Big Rider will find Fulcrum. Lily looks like a Fantasy Star fight win, despite what looked to be a good Lux at the beginning.
And Fantasy Star just taking out that Sigma as quickly as humanly possible. Just playing a comp that's very angle focused, and definitely something that's kind of counteracting to what
So I
N.M.F
tried
want
to
to.
keep Lilyboy in the air just so that he could build up the mech, get back into it, but gets picked for it. Ordinary though, Kiwi right back, falling extremely low, but just about able to get out. But it's still very much N.M.F with the presence on the payload, although the high ground control is still Fantasy Stars. If N.M.F can live this, trying to take high ground for themselves here. The Vendetta is going in, trying to get the Farah, but looks at will take him out anyway. But Fulcrum falls to the Diva Bomb. And that may just put a halt to the N.M.F push for now.
Using that tether from the cat, using that bomb and just waving it in the face of Fulcrum. What are you supposed to do against that? That's my biggest thing.
There really is no counterplay, and Luxit just also getting picked off here. And Solera
Mommy
with the
just gets dangled like a chicken tender.
Oh, dearie me. somehow doesn't count as Solaire's elimination for whatever reason, but credit to Solaire, that was a great tether. Taking out the Sojourn. And why not? And Fantasy Star still holding the high ground very, very well. N.M.F trying to, and they are getting picks in there, but just not able to see it through just yet. A lot of ultimates here. Mami, though, unsuccessful with the OC. Lilyboy takes them out and looks at goes for the barrage, also successful. Digrider having a kill here. The bomb is good and the shots are another fight win for Fantasy Star.
And I would also like to point out that was an amazing play by Nozomi there, getting that anti hitting 3, and then just the follow up from Digrider. Nothing you're gonna be able to do against that.
It was an unbelievable nade, and this is where you're seeing them play as a team. Every person on this team making their fair contribution to the team. Lilyboy falling low here, but they'll be able to get back up. There's the window from QE, looking to zone them out. It's a good window. It is forcing Fantasy Star away a little bit. The map is flipped now. And the beat comes out from Koan. Thundering Blade out from Ordinary. Not much value out of it though. Beat's been good and they're taking space on point. Looks at find Solaire. QB will find Ordinary. And Fantasy Star trying to do what they can, but it's too much point presence here. Flux is also decent and looks at them. And then Mommy will find the remaining picks. And N.M.F will cap B. And with not much time on the clock for C, it's still time for them to...
I think it really just came down to a difference of ult economy there. Fantasy Star had significantly less ultimates than N.M.F did in that kind of situation.
They did, and it was good layering of the support ultimates, especially. The window coming out first. Well, Mommy does get picked off early. And that seems to have started a bit of a snow here as the D.Va is nanoed by Nozomi, and she will find Luxith as well. So, end of the road here for N.M.F for now. Bit of a tracer battle going on here between Luxith and Ordinary. Luxith's recall is forced first, however, in a bit of a trouble as the cat comes in to help. But Ordinary and find their share of picks. Ordinary with 2. And an unbelievable tracer battle, but Ordinary, a little bit more help will just about prevail. And N.M.F resetting again. Both teams fighting heavily for the side of this space. Ordinary now here. Luxith is on the hunt. Fulcrum is off the map somehow, but it is traded right back. There's a Pulse. Pulse is good for 1. The Ash is down. Luxith holding this space on for dear life. So much power on that high ground. D.Va and the cat both low here. As Lilyboy is getting poked out, but will just about get back. Unbelievable now by Luxith. The Fulcrum, but Solaire, how does she? How on earth? It should be virtually possible. The Luxith will go down, try to find Skoan, and that's a double kill with the strut. And Mommy with the just not in time. And Fantasy Star will just about hold point C at 86 meters.
If you are a Jetpack Cat player, then you need to take notes. This is just absolutely ridiculous Jetpack Cat gameplay from Solaire here.
You really do. You really do. And the fact that Luxith went in with all the resources in the world, but Solaire just completely deleting it. Cat has okay damage, not amazing, but somehow she manages to straight up delete the Tracer. It's brilliant play, and it definitely made a massive difference in how that fight went out, because Luxith was doing a lot of work on the Tracer towards the end, and fighting for a lot of space. It was unbelievable in the last portion of the map.
It looks like Fantasy Star is gonna go back to that comp on the first map. No, maybe not. But they were like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean, well, back to the Diva, I suppose. Still going to stick to that Diva Vendetta. Widow at the beginning, keeping that one-shot sniper threat. Still with a Cat Ana. It's been working well for them so far. But N.M.F with a very real shot this year. Sigma Comp had a strong start. On defense, perhaps even better. The Cat lifting the Widow up here. This is smart. However, the Widow appears to be switching off now. Also going on to the Ashe, so it is an Ashe mirror. Ashe Tracer on the side of N.M.F, Ashe Vendetta on the side of Fantasy Star. Oh wow.
Lilyboy tries
Lilyboy
to
does
engage,
go down.
just gets deleted.
An Ordinary right after, but Dig Rider will find a pick back onto Luxon. The Tracer will get back fast enough, but for now, N.M.F are holding well.
We're getting the Mercy pocketed Ashe in 2026, chat.
Well, no, it works in ranked. If it works in ranked, it can absolutely work in scrims. It's a good attempt with the anti-nade. Looks like it was eaten there. I thought that Ordinary will fall. Solaire going for the res. Successful. It's great pocket, but Solaire, she will fall soon after to Luxit. Luxit though stuck a little bit, but the shield is... and will save him.
Dig Rider getting their head taken off by Mommy there.
Yeah, it will be another bit of a reset for Fantasy Star. So far, holding very strong with the Sigma comp. And ult-wise, not much separating the two sides, although Fulcrum does go under a bit of pressure. The Diva also somewhat low, gets healed back up quickly, but Fulcrum still holding the space near the point. Thou shall not pass is the motto that Fulcrum is living with for now. Although Lilyboy is in behind on the backline, but will get DMAC quickly for it as he's out of his support's line of sight.
Oh, what a
but
stick
Luxit
from
with a
Flux
double
there.
kill. That is unbelievable. And fight ending. Fulcrum does go down, however, so if Fantasy Star are quick, there is a fight waiting to happen. And
We're
he's
gonna get into the ults battle. The ult battle here. Coming up on that Nano, coming up on that Bob. But you do have the Flux, you do have a Bob of your own on the side of M&F, and you're coming up on that window and the beat. So as long as N.M.F can rotate their ults correctly here, they have a very good chance to get the full hold off.
They do, and Fulcrum will choose to take that high ground. They're just playing for ults here. With their ult advantage, it looks like a fair plan to do so. There is the Bob and the Nano on the side of Fantasy Star. It's a complete conundrum in the middle of the battle. Dig Rider's down, but Fulcrum gets traded right. The tank is down for N.M.F. They are working with a little bit of a disadvantage, but Bob is doing good as a stand-in here. Mommy has flipped the map on them. Some shots from behind Fantasy Star. However, Mommy does get traded out by the Tracer coming in, and Ordinary finds a pick as well. It looks like N.M.F are running out of steam here to hold this point.
They missed
They're
the
trying
cattle.
desperately to...
Oh, it was too late.
Oh, the beat comes out!
Late.
It's not the best time. Looks at it's put to sleep by Nozomi. Great sleep from her. Mommy will find Dig Rider. Both Tracers do get traded out. The beat, they might regret that there. Could be very costly, but it's a good first point hold. Not much time left for Fantasy Star. It is something that N.M.F can leverage. Although currently the economy is just about on the side of Fantasy Star. It may just be Diva Bomb and the Vendetta ult, but it is an advantage nonetheless. Quan getting pushed here by Lilyboy, falling extremely low, but will just about get out. High ground being held strongly here by N.M.F. Trying not to let anyone pass through. The D.Va is in with Lord Lilyboy falling, but not D.Mech yet. D.Mech now though, the pulse bomb, another finds the D.Va and so Cat.
Lux looking
Unbelievable that
like
the Cat.
prime proper in this game right now.
Luxit is doing work on this Tracer. Ever since the end of first point, he has seriously come alive. It's unbelievable gameplay. Completely toying with Fantasy Star on these flanks. Altered Bandit still on the side of Fantasy Star, however, as Fulcrum is coming close to a flux. The window is coming up soon. Bob could be coming up, however, to even the odds. But Fantasy Star, if they play this first and play it fast, there is a shot for them. Oh, there's the Sundering Blade. Can it find some value? No, because Ordinary taken out by Fulcrum. Guys, Lilybot takes Kiwi right back. And as this high ground is being relentlessly by both sides, well, N.M.F trying not to give it up. Fulcrum's falling really low, under a lot of pressure. And Solaire and Lilyboy will find Fulcrum. Looks at shot down by Digrider. Great shot on the Ash. And it's a
You
5
are
win
coming
for
up on an ult difference though. There's a you've got 3 ults on the side of N.M.F. If they can play their cards correctly, get a touch here, there's a very good chance. There's the Bob to touch it.
Yep, it's both Bobs out. It's the window for Kiwi, but it's God, the Lilyboy dives straight into his face. And it's taken out. Takes out Mommy as well. Lilyboy is doing high ground. Digrider finds Lockett. And as it's just Fulcrum on the point, it doesn't appear there's any more time. Klein falls right after. And, well, Fantasy Star managing to cap just before overtime. They're looking for Luxit here. Luxit very deep in, but will get out alive. But not giving up on pressuring here as the Lucio comes in with him to help. Fulcrum deciding that he wants control of this high ground here. The Cat being so annoying here, poking and prodding from high ground. Fulcrum on point, but kind of alone. Get some shields to sustain. Quan with the beat here. It's like it's a good beat. And it does allow push forward a little bit. Oh, that's a good sleep as well. Luxit will take out Big Rider. First pick on the side of Emma. And they are Fantasy Star back. Just 30 seconds left on the clock. It is coming down to final fight territory.
So almost going down, having to use that recall. There's the bomb.
There's the bomb.
no.
They can find Fulcrum. Not able to get behind that. Dick Rider will find Mommy right up. They find Solaire. And the advantage seems to be with Fantasy Star for now, but Kiwi Big Rider will trade each other out. Solaire will find the Lucio. And well, there's the Nano on D.Va, which has been serving them so well to push forward and break through the defense of N.M.F. Fulcrum is coming back onto the point, but it's being dragged. And well, down to the last fight, but Fantasy Star just about clutch it up in a very scrappy fight, but it is 2-0 to Fantasy Star.
That map was definitely closer. I do think N.M.F kind of do have a chance here. Fantasy Star just getting the job done when they need to. Like here, especially for Dig Rider.
Yeah, it is just, it has really been quite the showing. Well, Fantasy Star, they typically just won fights based on where they were positioned and just working better as a team. N.M.F, most of the players will really need to support Luxith because he has been unbelievable on those flanks, constantly finding picks, finding opening picks with a pulse bomb, constantly finding doubles with a pulse bomb, which is not that common. But he needs support. He needs more support from his team if they are to edge the maps in their favor. But that is a much closer map, and it is also, there are positives from it to take for N.M.F. Coming into the next map, which is going to be their pick and ban first.
We do have a secret third option in this map pool to play on Hanamura. Which I will say, seeing a 6-8 Hanamura game OT might be really interesting to see.
It very well might be, bringing us back to the 2017 Overwatch days when playing on 2CP was the norm and
I
people hated
remember,
it.
I'm gonna sound old when I say this, but I remember back in my day watching Overwatch League on Disney XD back when Overwatch League was first introduced, and watching, I think it was Dallas Fuel against the Seoul Dynasty, and watching that game go 9-9, and I think the final score ended up being 10-9 in favor of the Fuel.
That's just unbelievable. I mean, that's what 2CP sets you up for, because virtually there it can just not end. So can hybrid, but a little bit different with the payload coming into play. However,
Yeah.
2CP just, I mean, I'm down to see a game go the distance. If we do get like a 6-8 or a 9
N.M.F
and
is gonna
10.
be boring. They're gonna go to New Queen Street.
Well, you can hardly blame them, however, because they're not trying to mess about. As much fun as picking Hanamura would be, they are 2-0 down. They do have a game to play for, so opting for a safer option here with the map that's actually being played. It is New Queen Street. Bans are being discussed as we speak.
I think if you're N.M.F here, you either ban out that Diva, or you go for a DPS ban, try and protect ban that Tracer.
Absolutely, because Tracer is just so versatile. If given the chance, Luxeth will absolutely look to play the Tracer here, I would reckon. It's what's been working for them, and well, he's been unbelievable on it.
You could maybe even ban out the Cat, but it looks like N.M.F is gonna opt for a Vendetta ban here.
And it makes sense. It takes the Vendetta out of the equation, protects the Tracer for Luxeth, which has seen a lot of success. That does, however, mean that the Reaper is back into play, so Ordinary will probably not be too fussed about the Vendetta going away.
And it looks like
that
Phantasy Star is gonna go for a Sigma ban here.
interesting. I mean, Sigma was good. It was working quite nicely, though not sure if it was the optimal ban for New Queen Street in particular. It's not really a map you see much of Sigma on, although he can work.
What I will say is that because I used to play in this bracket, and whenever we had an upcoming game against N.M.F, I will say the one map that they took off of Phantasy Star, the one map that Phantasy Star lost the entire season, it was in a Sigmir. So
Okay. okay, not wanting to play against the SIG. And you could probably see why in that Blizzard World game. Not easy to tell at all who would win. It appeared that N.M.F would just about take the game away, but Sigma was working very well. It is probably a fair ban nonetheless. Although, if they don't win this map, then the Sigma cannot be banned again, and they could N.M.F could make it work on maps that are much better for Sigma. So winning this map will be a huge boost for them. A reverse sweep not completely out of the cards. Appears to be the same lineup for the side of Fantasy Star. We're just getting that confirmed as we await N.M.F's lineup. Whether they want to make changes this time around with the going 2-0 down, whether they want to bring Ace Matrix or TG Brad in, perhaps, to spice up the map.
Yeah, I will say they do have that GM2, GM3 DPS support player kind of just sitting there on the bench. Maybe they swap him in this round.
Surprisingly, he would. I mean, yeah, very high ranked. Clearly, evidently a great player. Is on the bench. Could be a matter of be a synergy thing. Could be a strength thing, but wouldn't be
They
surprising.
did just sign him.
True. Could very much be a synergy thing, but chance for DG Brat to get in and show his skill if he's subbed in. Still awaiting. And I'm still thinking about this lineup.
Rook just said space and playback each owe me a guest coaching session now.
Amen. Look, I am a deep coach, I will say.
Yep. And
if
there we go. We're swapping in TG Brad for Kiwi.
Well, interesting. That is a support swap, it appears. So TG Brad probably playing the support for the team?
More likely than not.
It will be interesting. Clearly a very high rank, very respectable player in the scene. Brad, but time will tell if the swap proves to be beneficial and provides them that extra oomph that they're looking for. Map.
And we get an R from N.M.F. And an R from Fantasy Stars. We're going to get into this game.
And as we jump into New Queen Street, N.M.F on the brink of being knocked down into the losers bracket. This is their final chance to pull back a map and stay in contention for the upper bracket semifinal spot. So in terms of subs from the teams, Fantasy Star is unchanged, and on the side of N.M.F, we've got TG Brad in for Kiwi.
I
On
will
the
say,
support,
Fulcrum was hovering that Domina. Are we gonna see some Domina action here?
are we now? It would be fun to see the new hero being played. No Domina just yet, surprisingly. Granted, there was a ban on one of the maps, but no Domina as it seems. We're seeing a monkey comp here from the side of N.M.F. Classic SOH Tracer, but with a Lucio Juno here. And on the side of Fantasy Star, a little bit more standard with the Lucio Carry, SOH Tracer, Diva. Very standard, very professional looking comms from both.
It could be speed ringing on a spawn and then going carry, yeah.
It is. Oh, maybe that provides the slight advantage. They remembered the speed boost. Both teams taking the top left high ground here. The Monkey Hover still in the center, looking for that dive engage, but that might prove very costly here because Fantasy Star are just... The jump comes in from Fulcrum, but is it too late? It is! And Solaire will finish him off here. And Ordinary will... As Fantasy Star will continue to push the ball.
Lilyboy does get DMX, so if N.M.F can kind of re-engage really quickly here, they will have that almost a 4v5 advantage.
Yeah, Lilyboy not anywhere, not pretty very close to remeching. As long as they're quick enough, Fulcrum will make a swap over to that Zarya here, looking to counter this Diva. Although Lilyboy will find the mech. Oh, no! Lilyboy will not. Head pops him in the head. But that's not only an denied. And some hope here for N.M.F. They're 42 meters behind, but now they can look pushing this bot. As Fantasy Star will fully retreat, waiting for their tank. Now swaps to Domina. But wait, Ordinary gets picked off as well. It's further staggering here for Fantasy Star. They cannot afford more staggers. They will want to be very careful here. Group up and fight this. They can be patient with this. As the dominant Sojourn make their presence on point, Fulcrum falling a little bit low. They're gonna win that range. Just about ducks behind. Falling really low. And while Ordinary's on,
Fulcrum is split.
fine, looks it. And that's an opening pick for Fantasy Star. Dig Rider will find Koan. And also TT Brad now. Fulcrum falling really low, trying to pick off Dig Rider, but will be unsuccessful. As Fantasy Star will win the fight and start pushing the bot again. As we're getting into more progress here for Fantasy Star. Looks like we'll need this pulse bomb to be really big, but falling super low. Trying to hold that room. Looking for the backline now. Snoozer is used, Rush is used, but Dig Rider will shoot, will pop, looks in the head. Mommy though will trade Solaire out. Fulcrum will find a pick onto Lilyboy. Ordinary will trade right back. Very scrappy fight, it's a 3v3. Mommy falling dangerously low. Fulcrum will find Ordinary. And N.M.F will be pushing bot for now.
They didn't cap the point, so they don't have forward spawn.
They don't, they've just about missed it as well. Very narrowly. N.M.F though have the grab coming up, a grab pulse bomb combo perhaps, but there are ults on the side of Fantasy Star. Dig Rider will looking for value. This is popping the tank. The tank falls really low. Despite the well, Ordinary and Solaire find picks. Solaire will then get Mommy, and that's 2 picks for Solaire. The Lucio here starting to frag. Unbelievable.
You do have beats from both ends. You have that pulse. You have that grab. You do have that domino ult as well. If you can use that, but maybe shut
It's
down an ult.
it's
Be huge here.
extremely tricky. They need to pop these ults at one point or another. N.M.F. Zarya looking very intently here, looking for a good grab opportunity. That domino ult will be really dangerous. That's something they'll have to watch out for. Zarya trying to take the space. Luxeth as well is in that corner.
Ideally, if you look for that Lucio first and then get the combo off. Maybe even force the grab.
The grab is good though. Despite the Suzu, Nozomi will not be able to save Solaire. All health. And the beat, however, comes from Fan in a winning fight, it seems.
I don't think you would have wanted the beat there, because now you have beat for free on the side of Phantasy Star. And you can use it to shut down that overclock as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe a little bit of an overuse. And Dig Rider will find. This is not a good start for N.M.F by any means. And the Reaper now out in the front line. Damage. Fulcrum under a ton of pressure. Falling dangerously low. Without the extra DPS for the pressure, it's falling apart for N.M.F here. Phantasy Star, with a couple of picks, will find that it's enough to begin pushing the bot again.
You got Kitsunes on both sides, you got overclocks on both sides.
And the beat is
Phantasy
free
Star
as well.
have a major ult difference here.
Basically
5 ults
ultimates.
on the board.
Unbelievable. The recall here forced. Mommy looking for the picks here. The Blossom comes out. The Blossom, paired with the beat, will be enough to find Fulcrum. Beat saves him. And Dig Rider with a good rail shot onto TG Brad. It's looking more and more grim here for the side of N.M.F. Phantasy Star using these all very convincingly, playing first, always managing to find something. The rush is available here. The rush is available here to mirror, and TG Brad will wait a bit. Dig Rider will find Mommy already. The supports on the side of N.M.F are all quite low. They're looking to fight this. They're still so low. Koan is dangerously low, looking for something. Ordinary will find Fulcrum. Solero will find TG Brad. It's falling apart here as he tries to contest the bot, but it will not work out as Phantasy Star will take New Queen Street and progress to the semi-finals in convincing fashion.
Very, very dominant showing by Phantasy Star here. Just proving why they are the #1 seed. Proving why they are probably the favorites going into tier 4 this season.
Oh, absolutely. And Phantasy Star, although Blizzard World was really close, it didn't ever look like they were losing control of the game or that the game was out of their hands. It just appeared to be a complete one-man show at times from Luxeth, who really clutched up Blizzard World a lot of the times for his team. But Phantasy Star typically just really good as a team, and first and third maps you could see why. Although they gave up some distance they were losing some distance at first on the New Queen Street. After they retook the bot, it was just sailing upwards from then onwards.
Yeah, caster MVPs, I think for the side of M&F, I definitely want to give it to Lux. Very, very dominant showing on that Tracer.
Yeah.
Far and away was one of the better players. I think a definite honorable mention will definitely go to Mommy. Very good showing on that hit scan. I think on the side of Phantasy Star, I think you either give it, honestly, you'd probably give it to Solaire. That Jetpack Cat on the second round, and hell, even parts of the first was very, very dominant.
I would. I think that's a great shout as well. Honestly, anyone on Fantasy Star would be such a good MVP shout. Like you could argue that for Lilyboy, who was just a consistently strong force on the tank. Then you have Ordinary, who was such a strong DPS, particularly on Lijiang, made his team's life so much easier. But then Solaire on the main support was just excellent throughout as well. Consistent value on the Juno first map, then on the Cat second map. And
Plus, you got to give a
on
shout out to the supports every once in a while.
you do, especially main supports, because main supports are very underappreciated a lot of the times. And you saw it on New Queen Street as well. Not only able to provide consistent value to her team, but also fragging it out on Lucio, finding these picks and keeping the opposing DPSs in check. It was just a great showing from her all around, and I would agree with the Solaire MVP shout, to be honest.
Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for us. I believe our next game is gonna be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think
So
I
there's
believe it's tomorrow.
a there's a tier 3 playoff game, and then our next games will be on Saturday and then Sunday. So catch us on those days. We appreciate everyone who's tuned in, and yeah.
it
Sounds
was a
good.
pleasure casting this game alongside Redacted, and special shout out to Space as well for doing the camera work behind the scenes. And and we thank you for tuned in to this game, and we hope to bring you more exciting playoff games up ahead. Thank you for being with us, and we will catch you very, very soon.
Sounds good. All right. One more announcement is April 11th, this year from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. EST. Annihilation is hosting a charity for Breast Cancer Research Foundation, hosting a game. It's a one-off open division 6v6 game. So if you want to sign up or want to play in it, please join the Annihilation Discord. I'll put that in chat right now. And have a crack at it.